Okay, the recording has started, so we can start going into this. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining our first community start of the year meeting. It's the first one this year. We'll be sharing what's been happening the last year, and obviously what will be happening this year. We'll cover the things that have been happening recently. I know many of you are here, especially due to the recent airdrop that we did. The campaign has been finalized. We have some interesting statistics. We'll be happy to share that as well. But as the usual, there are things. We talk about a few things. We talk about product. We'll take a look at what's been happening in the past year in 2021. We'll take a look at what's been happening and what will be happening, obviously, in the future of Pillar as well, in terms of product side. We'll be looking at tech updates. This is something our devs will cover. We'll talk about what we integrated, what kind of things we can do in the future, what we have done already, and what potentials they have. There's a couple of community questions, and obviously we'll also answer those as we have saved them in a document. So we'll be revising those as well. After that, we'll be covering marketing updates. Marketing is a very interesting, field of this, and obviously a lot of you guys have been here because of the marketing, especially regarding the airdrop campaign. And in the marketing, we'll also tell you everything that's been happening with the actual airdrop campaign, when everything will happen, when will we distribute the awards, how that will go, how many people do we have to distribute, and everything regarding that. So stay tuned for that. After that, we'll answer some of, community questions, and obviously our dear boss man, Michael, will talk about Ethersport, economics, and maybe some other things in this hour that we have upcoming. But first of all, I would like to just take a look back in product side, what's been happening. So it was a long year. We did many things. Basically, we worked on community development. We started doing these community calls last year. This hasn't been done before, and we have been doing them very steadily and recently. And we've been keeping in touch, so we inform you guys of everything that's been happening. And the public house have been started to be more often since I noticed, and we have noticed that people are loving these open community calls where they can actually learn what's been happening inside the team and learn some things that they might not know about from the public view. Obviously, Ethersport was introduced last year, and the Ethersport was a huge help to get us up and ready to launch Pillar v2, which I'll cover briefly as well. Ethersport has done many things for us, and it will be continuing doing many things for us. I know many of you know that, we have multi-chain support, and that is thank you to Ethersport. What else can I say? We had some liquidity mining programs. We have recently, we had a liquidity mining program on Polygon with Dragon Syrup, which is very successful, we believe. And we also did some on SushiSwap. We done before. Uniswap is still up and active, and we have some plans for the future regarding that as well. And obviously, I think the biggest, success of the last year was releasing Pillar v2 finally. So when we released Pillar v2 back in June last year, that was over 6 months ago now. We have done beta testing, and we had many help from our governors as well. And now we have a multi-chain wallet that can basically intertwine with many networks and do most of it with, you can do most of the job on the Pillar wallet that you couldn't do before. And we do have many unique aspects that no other wallet applications do have. Some other things, we cooperate with Unstoppable Domains, basically integrating it into the Pillar app. We made it more simple to use crypto payments, more friendly, since we have, ENS. Basically, you can use your name, .pillar.eth, instead of just a random address with a bunch of zeros and numbers. No one likes to do that, especially those who are not exactly tech savvy. We received a Crypto AM reward in 2021. We had earned it back in September, so it was an interesting year. Our main dev, Kieran, is here with us right now, and I guess I'll leave this to you since you deserve to speak about the product and everything that's been happening. You've been the driving force behind this. So, Kieran, I invite you here to just share a couple of things with us, how things have been going, how things are doing right now, and perhaps how things will be doing in the future. So here you go, Kieran.
Thanks a lot. So first of all, just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Kieran, and I'm head of mobile engineering at Pillar. And I'm generally responsible for the app and everything that happens around the app, and orchestrating all the features and the development lifecycle of the application every day. So towards the end of last year, I mean, it was an interesting year, as Dennis was saying, and towards the end of last year, we went into a maintenance period. And for those that you don't know what that means, is it gives us and the team some breathing space to sort of catch up on all the things that are outstanding with the app. It gives us a chance to fix up the house, tidy everything up, and really prepare the app for what would be coming next year. And by next year, I mean this year. So, I just want to go through a couple of things that we did. I mean, we addressed a ton of visual debt and technical debt, just stuff that had been outstanding, because throughout the year, especially with the launch of Pillar V2, we moved so fast, it was unreal. I mean, and I've been around the block a few times, and I've never seen a project move as fast as this one did. So, to actually pull off Pillar V2 was massive achievement to the team and the community itself. So what we did towards the end of the year is we polished everything up. We finished a few features, and we are the next release of the app, version 3.9, is imminent. We're going to cut the code soon, and that will start the QA testing process, and then eventually that will be released to the public. And just going to go over just one or two things that are coming up this year, because the marketing team will continue to talk about some other things as well. But apart from addressing a ton of technical and visual debt, some of the things that are going to be coming out this year, we've removed the onboarding flow, which was quite long and cumbersome, and actually, stood in the way in quite a big way. Sometimes when you're standing there trying to show someone the app, most people, we lose a lot of people during the onboarding because they simply can't be bothered. And why would they? Because it's 20 it's this year now, and we live life like so fast, and no one's got the time for this stuff. So what we've done is we've reworked the onboarding flow, so when new users arrive into the app, they land straight into their dashboard, and then we will slowly but surely get the information that we need from them over time. So that's the first thing we've done. We have introduced avalanche support, so that is going to be coming as well. We've done a ton of work behind the scenes. We've fixed up lots of visual debt, like I said. We've changed the names of some stuff. We've just made everything very polished and easier to use. And, we've got better on-ramping support, visual support, and we've fixed some NFT stuff as well. So, and these are just top-level features that you yourselves will see. But under the hood, quite a lot was changed. So this is going to be quite a big release. We hope you enjoy it. Of course, if you want to go and see what actually is coming out, if you want to go and look at the code, our project is open source, Pillar Wallet in GitHub, and you can, always look every day, and you can see what we're doing, what we're working on, and how things are going. So that's how things have been going with the app. That's what's happened in the past past month or two, and what's going to be happening this week and next week in terms of releasing the new version, which is 3.9. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you very much, Dennis. I'll pass it back to you, and hope you're all keeping well.
Great, Kieran. Great, Kieran. Thank you. By the way, some people have sent me a message saying that I might be speaking too fast. So in case you missed some of the things I said, you'll be delighted to hear that we have a recording to have it back to you guys. So you'll be able to revise the recording, as always, to listen to everything that we said, basically. So it should be fine. Don't worry about it. We have a recording ready. We're doing right now one recording through Telegram exactly, and one will be recorded by our video editor, Pablo. So you'll be able to just look back into the replay in case you missed something else. A few other things. There are some tech updates, and this is something that perhaps Kieran and Partha can talk about. Kieran has mentioned some, but I'm inviting Partha to the stage in case you want to share anything else around some tech updates, the recent Avalanche support, maybe native integration, the DAO, anything regarding that. Is there anything you want to talk about?
I mean, I was sorry. Go on, you go. I've been already.
No, I was just about to say that you covered most of it. The only thing that I was supposed to talk about was the DAO, but I'll let you finish what you were about to say and then proceed with that.
I was just going to say I'll leave it to marketing to talk about, Avalanche support and stuff as well, because they're going to spearhead the drive for that. So I'll let them talk about that as well. But from the app side, we're ready.
Cool, thanks. So the other update we had after the last call was we were working on formalizing the DAO, and I've been working on the contracts as required or mandated by the DAA legal requirements. So those are ready. There are still a couple of things that are still ought to be finalized before we launch, but we hope to have that ready by the end of this week or early next week. Jacek will have more information on that, so probably I'll defer to him to give his view on where we are there.
Hey,
okay.
Folks.
Sorry, Jacek, go ahead. Wanted to invite you.
Should I be part of the tech update? Is that okay?
Well, if you want to say anything, feel free to say anything.
That's cool. I mean, where did we come if I'm giving a tech update? But it's specifically about the DAO. So I thought that after this Partha's kind of granular update about specifically where we are with the DAO formalization, I'll just gonna add a few words regarding the macro aspect of this thing, and as we're meeting here to kind of discuss what's in it for in the store for 2022, I thought I'll add a few things on the governance side. So basically, as you hear, the decentralized autonomous association in Switzerland is really in the last phase of completion. Technical part is basically done. Now this is being reviewed by the legal team in Switzerland, and hopefully this thing is getting finished in the next week or so. By being finished, I mean it's being ready for pillar governors review around this timeline, just so we're all kind of in alignment and we're ready to proceed with an official registration that will kind of precede the next big step in that whole mission, being the kickoff of the DAO treasury, which will be formally ready to go as soon as we have the DAO formalized. So these are pretty big chunks when it comes to the overall positioning of the project, the marketing side of the project, and some unique value that we're creating here, and some unique positioning. So this kind of marks a joint effort in my eyes of the team and the governors, promoting that path to decentralization. So something that has been happening for quite a while. It's going to be a main theme and something that is very visible with the association and DAO treasury being live and kind of transparent to everyone inside and outside of our community. So there will be an effort of us all, community members, and with the support of the team, I'm sure, around engaging our pillar holders in the process, in the governance chatter, and also to then focus on bringing new people who are kind of like supportive or interested in our cause and interested in everything that we're doing here. So I think that this is the time when we're getting things set up on the purely promotional, communicational side, as we have those last points to make on the legal side and the technical side. We kind of need to start brainstorming how do we use that event and those new events for promoting the project. And I think that as this is a joint effort between the team and governors, we're on the verge of building some more refined structure for our DAO, some working groups that, you know, will reflect the interest of some people, specifically in the marketing, specifically in tokenomics, specifically in the DAO structure, and different, you know, governance framework that we can use. Start coordinating this community as you know, as we would expect from the DAO, and also make a better use of the DAO treasury in this upcoming year, because we have, you know, very briefly counting, around 95 million pillar, and this capital should start, you know, benefit our efforts on all sides and all fields really quickly. And these two, so the DAO and treasury kickoff, are kind of elemental to get things started. So personally, just to finish that, let's say, vision for the next steps on the DAO side, I think that we should be proposing to DAO to hire some of the community members to get things set up, coordinated and promoted properly. And I know that among us here on this call, there are people who are definitely, you know, open to be part of that, open to work for Pillar DAO, and open to make it a success. So please show up in our chats. Let's keep discussing, preferably in governors chat, but we're also open to everyone who is a holder and who want to be involved in that. And let's start thinking about, you know, jobs to be done within the DAO to make it a success in 2022, as everything on the technical and formal side seems to be coming together. Now let's make it a functional group of holders that care about Pillar and about everything that we're building here. So hopefully to be continued in our chats, and also happy belated New Year. It's going to be a great one for Pillar, and we're very happy to have your support continuously.
Right. Thank you, Jack, for sharing that. So before we go on to marketing, I guess there's one question that basically combines the DAO product and maybe tech side. I think Michael is the person to answer this. So I'm going to ask two questions from our governor, JJ, who might be with us today or might not, I'm not sure. Anyway, the question is, do you think that we are in a position to lock or unlock certain features to certain users inside the platform? And the second question would be, why do we not have a web wallet yet? Since we said that we are doing something about it, but it's still not here. What are we going to do about that? Certain other projects like Ledger and others are doing the same thing with the web wallet. What are our steps, you know, in the future? Is there any plans for that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mike, I can hear you.
Thank you, Dennis, and thanks for everyone for joining us, and Happy New Year a couple of weeks down the line as well. Thanks for the question, JJ. In terms of us being able to lock and unlock some features within the wallet, that is exactly what we've been planning this year as well. There are some features which are ready-made to be premiumized, so to speak, based on a specific criteria involving the token. So effectively, that is adding utility for the token, and users will have certain features within the wallet that they can have even out of the box, and hopefully things such as support, etc. We will be communicating with you guys in the coming weeks, and even some of the revenue models within the wallet where certain features do earn revenue, those features can subsidize transaction costs for members. So those will be following the first batch of features which are low hanging fruit, so to speak, and then the other ones would follow. But most definitely, this is within the first quarter. This is something we expect to go live. And the second question was, remind me again, Dennis, please.
Yeah, sorry. You answered the question basically regarding the lock unlock feature, and the second question is, the web wallet. Since we have a mobile application for some time now, we still haven't developed a web solution for this. What are the plans regarding that?
Yes, I mean, the web wallet, from the market adoption point of view, we did worry introducing yet another SKU. We have a wallet app, we have Etherspot, the infrastructure, then adding another SKU. However, when we were dealing with the POC we were creating for Collabland, it was a business requirement for us to create a web dashboard. We actually called it. It was more than a wallet, it was a dashboard, in order for a specific user to interact with the bot, and even not even having a wallet, the bot on Discord giving that person access to a wallet where they can automatically create it via a login with their email address or any social media login. Then based on that, in the background, an Etherspot wallet is created. But this is not a web wallet, just the Etherspot, the infrastructural side, which then as a user, when you log in with this, you have the option of connecting a bot with it. So from here onwards, you're dealing with the dashboard. So, but in terms of the typical transactions are handled by the wallet on the user's behalf. Say, for instance, you can tip someone by typing in tip at JJ 100 pillar, and you're not doing the typical wallet type send or any of the transaction processing. We wanted to go away from the wording of the wallet in the first place as well. We just wanted to call it a dashboard because the user then can add another account or specifically take off the specific bot that has a shared account. And I know I'm delving a little bit deeper into the inner workings of that bot connectivity, but I just wanted to give you a background on how we were tackling the wallet aspect. But us then in time exposing this dashboard to other services we integrate on these side chains that we have the bot infrastructure going. So it would make easier to create links and to have other features that we wanted to expose within there. But it wouldn't be, say, the typical wallet, say my Ether wallet type of thing, where we're campaigning for it. At least in the initial stage, it would be this utility dashboard that we are setting up. But if we were to just launch a wallet version of the app, then it would, obviously we would have to duplicate everything that we are doing on that side, maintain it, and exactly who are we targeting and why would the target base we're looking at prefer to use our wallet dashboard versus our app. These are the things I suppose we have to grapple from the marketing side. But the way we have approached it was from an integration to an automation platform for wallet functionalities, but this dashboard being used. So we really are working hard to turn this into an MVP. And with this solution, the dashboard will have to be there for it to be of any use to anyone. So that's the current path we're on at the moment. I hope I've kind of explained, I've made it less muddy. Otherwise, I'll fire off subsequent questions and I'll explain further. Thank you.
Sure, thank you, Michael. I guess if people even didn't understand, they can always revise later. We do have the replay ready. Well, onto community. We want to use the most of this call as possible. So we're going into community and marketing. Well, to start off with the community and marketing, I'll start from my side since there is some news that you guys will probably see starting next week. First, we hired new Discord and Telegram moderators. You'll be seeing them next week. We're currently going on with the training program. We're just teaching them stuff inside the app, what's been happening. We're teaching them how to communicate with people. Obviously, they are experienced with these fields, but obviously they need to learn how to use a pillar wallet the best they can so they can actually handle the issues going on right now. I know some of you have been dissatisfied with our mods before, and that's why we hired our own instead of outsourcing as before. And these are our own guys, and they'll be obviously much more in touch with the team and everything. So they'll be up to speed with everything happening. Basically, just look at them as you are looking at me right now, going on in Telegram and Discord, talking to you guys. These guys will be as ready as I am, and maybe even better as time goes on. So I'm hoping these new mods bring a good shine to the community. Welcome, Mikhail, Luca, and Ivan to the call. Welcome, our community, dear mods. And that's it from me now. The rest of the marketing updates are done by Kyle and Alexandra, so I'm going to let you kick it off.
All right, thanks, Dennis. And welcome, everybody, to our first Telegram community call. It's really great. I'm enjoying it so far. I just wanted to step in and give you guys an idea about our airdrop campaign and the next steps going forward. So I'm just going to get straight down to that. Basically, we began work on logistics around mid-November 2021 on the airdrop campaign. And yeah, it began 10th of December and it finished I think last week, 7th of January. So that is completed now. And it was a really successful campaign, and we've been finalizing and verifying all the eligible participants over the last week. And we'll, just to let you know, I've seen there's been a lot of questions about it on Telegram, Discord. We will be performing the distribution to eligible addresses between the 17th and the 20th of January. So it's not far from now, next week, I believe. And straight after that, on the 24th of January, the next phase of this overall growth campaign begins. And I'll mention more about that in a second. But I just wanted to say to the Pillar team as a whole, everyone did an outstanding job on all fronts, and we only had one or two issues that we experienced, but they were very quickly sorted out and participants were assisted quickly. We did have a bit of an issue with Polygon chain having some troubles, so it was a bit outside of our ability to control that, but on the whole, we did really well. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to the Pillar team members across all departments. So well done guys. But to give an idea of the numbers of the airdrop, I'll take you through a couple of things: our goals and our expectations and our actual results. And in this, I hope that I answer one of our governors, Aaron's question of how many wallets or participants took part in the airdrop. So to kick that off, we'll start with what our goals were for the airdrop. Firstly, it was to take the first steps in building a larger community so we can have a larger user base for the next phase of the overall campaign. And then secondly was to start the first phase of the Governor Awards program, which has been really at the core of the Pillar team's focus. And then moving on was to create an interactive and incentivized multi-chain education system, which basically showed users how to use L2 or sidechain solutions in order to reduce gas fees when transacting. And along with that was to showcase Pillar Wallet's abilities in this regard and really just bolster usage, because I think that's like one of the biggest things in, well, at least the Ethereum space right now, is that it's not very inclusive because of those gas fees. And then lastly, and additionally, was to form some collaborations with other multi-chain or L2 players to create connections and work together to expand our reach. And as many of you, I'm sure, are aware, the organizations we worked with in tandem for the airdrop was Polygon and Paraswap. So moving on to what we expected in terms of KPIs or like key performance indicators for the airdrop. We were initially expecting around 10,000 participants. And we were thinking, a bit less than half would complete all the steps. So in terms of our actual results, we had, over the period from 10th of December to 7th of January, we had 21,073 wallet downloads across Android and iOS. Out of those, we had about 12,488 participants begin the steps to qualifying for the airdrop. And out of those that participated, we see an eligible airdrop, an amount of eligible airdrop addresses of 3,857 users who completed all their steps successfully. So yeah, I mean, although it would have been nice to see, so in terms of that, we've had a large amount of wallet downloads over this month or so, and yeah, I mean, it's great that for the eligible users, the 3,857, it means that there's a decent size airdrop coming. So that's really cool. And additionally, outside of the participants of the airdrop, Pillar also saw a large uptake in followers on social networks and members of our Discord group and Telegram, and all the platforms that we all get involved with to learn more about cryptocurrencies. So yeah, welcome everybody who's new, and it's good to know that we have a whole lot of people who are interested in our project. And I really do believe, as Michael said, it's more than a wallet. It's really a platform to take us to the next steps of our crypto experience, and hopefully, decentralized wealth creation for everyone. So that brings me next to the next steps, which is, as I'm sure some of you have read in our socials, we've spoken a little bit about it so far, the NFT campaign. And the plans for that are what I'm going to present next. So, the question is, what is the NFT campaign that we're rolling out? So basically, we've designed the next step in our overall growth campaign to include the launch of the Pillar Genesis Collection NFTs, which will be hosted on the Polygon chain. Again, for reasons of reducing gas fees for our users. So what makes this project special is not only will the 256 programmatically generated NFTs contain inbuilt rarity levels, which will determine their value on secondary sales market, but they will also unlock in-wallet benefits as well as in real-life benefits that will be unveiled at the end of the planned NFT lottery that we're also planning. But I'll give a bit of a leak here, and those benefits will become clear as we go. But one benefit that I'll leak here is the Genesis holders of the Genesis NFT holders will have early access to a very exciting new phase in our overall growth plan. So I'll leave it at that. So you guys have some excitement going there, hopefully. But one of our biggest goals with this Genesis phase is to take the next step in rewarding our governors, because that's really, they form the basis of our DAO, and that's what we are really the most concerned about, and we really want to push that that focus really strongly. But it's also there to draw new excited users to Pillar Wallet. So yeah, the basic project is, the whole project is going to roll out in 3 phases. Firstly, we're going to have the governor whitelisting and minting. During this period, our governors will be asked to fill out their addresses on a Google form for governor verification, so that we can whitelist those addresses. And those addresses, once they are verified governors, once we have verified that they are governors, rather, they will be able to mint the Genesis collection for free, excluding the Polygon transaction fee, which is minimal. It's usually around 1 to 10 US cents. And the whitelisting form is live in the governor's house in Discord. Some of you may have done this already. Unfortunately, we had to redo this as the form was leaked, and we had about 14,000 applications, and we clearly don't have that many governors. So apologies, but a redo is necessary. So yeah, please, governors, get whitelisted before the closing of whitelisting, and that's only on the 7th of March. But the earlier this gets done, the better. As soon as you whitelisted, we can add your Pillar V2 wallet address to the smart contract, to the contract for the NFTs, and that will enable you to go to our dApp that's going to be released on the 24th of January, and will allow you to get your free NFT. The next phase is the Genesis staking lottery, and that happens from the 24th of January to the 11th of March. So with this phase, all Pillar token holders can participate, and this will be a 7-week lottery where users must stake their Pillar for 7 weeks. That's like, just to participate in the lottery. Once your Pillar is staked, sorry, before I say that, so I recommend that all airdrop Pillar token holders hold on to those tokens in order to enter the lottery, because the minimum amount that you need to stake is just the same amount that you've been airdropped. So everyone who's been involved in the Pillar airdrop and is eligible for the airdrop will be able to get involved. So basically, each week on a Friday, there will be a draw from the staked addresses, so everyone who's staked, and we'll whitelist 15 unique addresses every week for free minting of the Genesis NFTs. Well, so the winners will get whitelisted for the free minting. And again, excluding the Polygon gas fees, of course. And as I said, the staking dApp will be open on the 24th of January, and the first draw will be on the 28th of January. So after the lottery is complete, we'll move into the public sale for the leftover NFTs. And during this phase, anyone can mint Genesis NFTs at the floor price, which we're still determining and is based on various factors, but the value will be somewhere between 150 to 200 US dollars. So anyone who's been involved in the lottery and won will clearly have done well there. The Genesis collection will also be uploaded to OpenSea, as the contract is going to be uploaded there. And that will help to facilitate secondary sales if people want to sell them, but I wouldn't sell mine because of the ongoing benefits that we're crafting. But that's all for now, and we'll keep you all informed at each step of the way on socials, on Discord and Telegram. So I hope you all take part as much as you can in our campaign, our NFT campaign. Thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, great. Thank you for the speech, Kyle. We're looking at 45 minutes in the call. So I believe Alexandra has some other things to share around marketing. So Alexandra, I'm inviting you on the stage to, give us a brief update on the marketing side still.
Thanks, Dennis. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks, Kyle, for sharing the airdrop results and covering the upcoming Genesis NFT campaign. So let's go to our plans. I'd like to start by mentioning that Pillar Wallet will support Avalanche. This integration was proposed by our community member, and I believe that the governors voted for this proposal. Very soon it goes live, and it's a great update for us. Currently, we are discussing marketing opportunities with the Avalanche team, and they will definitely support us and share the announcement with their audience. And probably there might be other joint activities we're still negotiating, so I will keep you posted. At the same time, I'd like to shed some light on the marketing goals for Pillar Wallet for 2022 and briefly cover our main directions. So from my perspective, there are three main goals that we are aiming to achieve in 2022. The first one is website and application usability improvement. The second one is increasing the number of new users. And the third one is increasing loyalty of our current community. So a step-by-step plan is still in development, but let me make an overview. So we are going to review our current website and the application, and I bet there is room for improvement. We'll see what we can enhance, and then we might do some A/B testing and make some changes based on the results, and of course consider users' feedback. Also, I'd like to pay your attention to our current partnerships, and we might benefit each other more. The plan is to, I would say, bring a new life to these partnerships and come up with some new joint marketing campaigns, such as AMA sessions, some kind of competitions for community, and etc. Moreover, thanks to our new integration for decentralized applications that will allow us to connect dApps directly, not via Wallet Connect, we will be able to expand the supported dApp list. And it means that our community will have a wider list of dApps that they can use via the Pillar Wallet. And of course, we will have an opportunity to do some marketing campaigns with supported projects as well. And I guess that's it about partnerships. In addition, we've been discussing campaigns for increasing community engagement and rewarding our governance participants and also Pillar token holders. And the first one that we can share with you and which will be launched very soon is a Genesis NFT collection campaign that Kyle mentioned, and that will last, I guess, almost 3 months. So yeah, Kyle explained the main idea and all the phases. Regarding the details of other campaigns, I think that they will be announced later on our social media networks. And obviously, we are aiming to build relationships with more influencers to support our upcoming marketing activities and get more coverage. As for the Pillar token, we had some ideas regarding the token utility. And I can say that as a starting point, we consider adding some premium services that will be available only for Pillar token holders. But we need to do some homework to present the list of the services and all of the details. Regarding Ethersport, frankly speaking, at this stage, there is not much that I can say here, but it will be one of our priorities for 2022. And we are working on the strategy and potential use cases at the moment. And I think that I'll pass it to Michael. He will shed some light on Ethersport later today. And last but not least, we are looking for candidates for business development and social media manager roles In case you want to apply or could recommend someone, please feel free to reach out to me directly on Telegram or send your CV or questions to jobs@pillarproject.io. I guess that we can also share the email address in our chat. So that's what I have. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Alexandra. So there's 2 community questions that have been answered during the speeches around the airdrop, and that was how many people took place and what's going on after that. We basically covered those, so there's no need to repeat them again. There is a question we might briefly have went into, and the question is, what about if we are adding incentive programs for staking on Polygon chain? Is that something that we want to do in the future? Is that something that we're thinking about? We might have briefly mentioned this, but Michael, do you want to clarify if we have any plans around that?
We are open to any suggestions like that, and we're looking into it, but at the moment we haven't got the data to have some other comparable programs which we can compare and contrast with, but we are open to the idea.
Thank you. And there's another question I guess I'll leave for you as well. The question is, I noticed that on one of the wallet stories that we offer, GameStop plans to release an NFT marketplace. If I remember correctly, Michael, you mentioned in one of the previous governance calls that Pillar could potentially do something similar in search of utility and diversification of the Pillar brand. Has there been any more progress on this idea, or can it be pushed for our vote? Obviously, this is something that we have mentioned during the call, but perhaps you can expand more on this if you want to.
I mean, we had played with MinSwap, if you guys remember, a fractionalizing NFT platform which we created, which effectively worked like Uniswap in terms of the pricing, and it was deployed on xDai. And with that, we didn't manage to get any traction from the NFT communities, in all honesty. And we were pairing that up with the DANK community, and it turned out that the barrier for shifting them from Web 2 to Web 3 became that much harder. So we didn't manage to get a breakthrough with that. So we've kind of mothballed that solution that we had, because we didn't want to sink more resources into it. However, with the other collaborations that we are trying to get with Ethersport, we will be catering for NFT communities, but not specifically creating an NFT marketplace, so to speak. Because when we tried the NFT marketplace entry, we just did not have the skill set to engage the NFT community at the time. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Michael. I guess that slowly brings us near the end of our governance. I won't call it governance meetings. So this is a community call. We'll be looking for a way to bring in the community from the wider audience, and obviously the closer one inside the governance will be looking for plans to make these separate meets happen so we can discuss more private information with our governors, and obviously to share insights happening, around everything that's been going on in Pillar to the wider audience. So keep posted. We might give you updates. I think, well, you have the Telegram announcement channel. I guess this is something that I'm going to advertise now, since back when we started the airdrop, there was around 2 to 3K people inside our Telegram. Now it's more than 10,000 people. And in the meantime, we realized we need a good way to keep people informed of what's been happening. So we have made an announcement channel midway through, basically. We made it around three weeks ago, maybe, and it hasn't been a requirement, basically, to join our Telegram announcement channel. So this is one of the reasons why so little people have joined. We have around 560 members only, compared to the 10,000 that we have currently on our main channel. So if you want to stay informed of everything that's happening, you can always subscribe to the announcement channel just to stay in touch with everything happening. Other than that, I guess we could perhaps discuss anything else from the team. I'm just looking if anyone from the team has anything else to comment.
If I can add a couple of things on Ethersport.
Of course.
Thank you. Basically, with Ethersport, we're tackling it from 2 aspects. As an infrastructure, number one, for anyone who wants to automate the usage of the wallet services, that is to say, if you have a Discord channel and you've got X amount of users, but you want to abstract the complexities of using the wallet via a bot. That's one aspect that the Etherspot allows us to do, because you can easily instantiate or start off an Etherspot wallet in the background. When I say Etherspot wallet, I'm not referring to the wallet app, but I am referring to the smart contract technologies that makes up a wallet. And with that, you can create a sub account which is shared by a bot. So effectively, it works in a progressive decentralization manner, where you give a newbie user access to a wallet, but abstract away all the intricacies that they have to deal with. So they can use it as a quick way of exchanging their tokens and so forth. That's one aspect. The other one, which we are focusing on as well, is the payment channel. The payment channel is effectively similar to a layer 2 solution, where users do not have to pay gas price. Not only do they have, so this is facilitated not just for Pillar wallet holders, but even if you do not have any Etherspot wallet and you have a MetaMask account, it is feasible for a user to be sent any token, Ethereum or any sidechain, and any other ERC20 token without gas. And those guys can forward it without paying gas. And this is powered by the payment channel within Etherspot. And use cases such as tipping, where individuals within a specific Discord community can tip each other utilizing the payment channel without paying gas price, where an entity is distributing airdrop tokens to recipients without paying gas price. A service provider, say for instance, an API service provider with lots of APIs and lots of users, facilitating micropayment. So you make a deposit into the payment channel, then if you make 200 calls to the APIs, and based on the charging scheme, for those recurring payments, you do not pay gas price, you just pay those recurring payments utilizing our payment channels. And this works on mainnet or side chains as well. So these are the use cases, the scenarios we are trying to communicate with various teams, and that's why we are looking to acquire a B2B sales or BizDev person. We're also looking for a product owner for the various products that we have. So please get in touch with us, and we will be posting the job spec for the product owner in the coming days as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. Right on cue, since we're looking at 5:59. So this brings us to basically a close of our first community call of this year. We hope to have many more. Just stay tuned to Discord and social medias. We'll definitely be sharing on Telegram the next time we'll be doing this. So as always, you can stay posted there. I think that will be a very good source of info of everything Pillar regarding. And I think it's very easy for everyone to use. So we'll be sticking to that as well, definitely. Thank you for joining this week's call. We'll announce, obviously, when the next one is happening. I don't have a TBA date right now. Could be 2 weeks from now, could be later. I can't say for sure. We'll let you know definitely more than a couple of days before anything happens. Thank you for joining. As always, if there's any questions regarding anything, you can ask me privately. You can ask the team privately. If you have issues happening with the application, you can ask the in-app support. We're always here to help you out, so don't be hesitant to speak up. We'll be happy to assist you in any way possible. We hope you had good holidays. Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates, and obviously happy holidays to the rest of you. So thank you for joining this first community start of the year meet, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you, and goodbye, everyone.